Alright, today we've got a short project. This is a number 5 military trailer that goes along with my 4x4 and the 6x6 ambulance. And some time ago a friend of mine passed away, and so we're in a bit of a hurry. We just slapped a rooftop tent on the top. Today I got my friendly guy at the welding shop to make this frame for me because I'm not the greatest welder. However, it's about to rain, and so we have ourselves some colour match paint. We're going to paint up the weld joins, and we're going to do that before tomorrow because we're taking off. So I'll get some masking tape, some respiration, because this stuff is really nasty paint, and try and get it done. Alright, we're really crudely masked up in here. That will help with those weld joins. I'm going to give these a quick squirt. And I don't know what I'm going to do about these ones. These might get left for a later date. I don't have the time to unbolt the top to get it out of the way. Masking under there is difficult. Painting, it's all difficult. So I think these will survive till we get back. But these critical ones should be good. This is, by the way, way more robust than I had expected it to be. But certainly when my kids camping up here, I don't mind the over-engineering at all. Anyway, this stuff is noxious, so let's get the respiration and hand covers on and get spraying. Right, we're not far off being the shortest day of the year, so we're losing daylight quickly, but I got most of it painted, and with the creative use of a piece of cardboard, which I didn't get a chance to film, I got it under the edge there without causing too much disruption to the tent itself. Underneath, obviously, there's some bits that still need painting, and my paint can was clogging up, so I've got a few missed spots here. But crucially, the weld join's done. Not the prettiest paint job, but it should keep the water off them. Now, I do need to shuffle vehicles and get this under cover soon. And hopefully the plan behind hiking this up is so that we can put this bar in here and get the tarp on with a slight gap for the tarp to go down there. You can have the original tarp and frame. This can be unbolted and taken off if we ever need to put it back to near original status. And we can carry more stuff and access it under here now. Hopefully, and I'm guessing I am 2 meters tall and my shoulder is about 1.8. So here should be enough for the ladder to still touch the ground, I hope. That's roughly the same height as the roof of a standard vehicle. So hopefully my apprentice can still get in and out of this without a ladder extension. But yeah, now I've got to pack up and wash nozzles and stuff. Okay, we're parked under cover for the night. Took a measuring tape, it's 1600 mils from there. And my Magpie Lark's back again. And hopefully I will check some measurements and some stats. But for tonight, we're going to let this dry and we'll come back in the morning. Alright, it's the next morning. Magpies are cleaning up some scraps for me. Let's go see what the paint looks like. Alright, the paint's set and matches colours pretty good. I'd hope so. Not tacky at all, that's good. I've had a thought. When we hitch this up, the hatch on the back of the ambo might hit this. I did ask him to put the tent a little bit further forward of the center so that the balance is right. I may actually have to take this off after all and move it back if we can't open the door. However, it also, we normally detach this anyway when we set it up. I guess we'll see how well it works, but right now I'm going to push this out and we'll peel all this tape off. Alright, now we're hitched up. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. I had to put some tape on here because it hits this bit. If it's any higher up, which means the swing is probably going to bump up here. See how we go. It's a soft stop if it does. Alright, so it's going to bump into that. Not ideal. But I think the effort involved in moving this back is probably a bit much. But I might get some help today and we'll see if we can do that. Because I think even if we get it central here, it's going to track alright, and it just means that when we carry it or tow it, we put a little bit of weight forward of that center. Although being the weight of this, I don't think an unbalanced trailer here is going to throw us off the road. But yeah, we might move it back just a little bit. And we have our support bar that stops it tilting back when there's occupants in the tent. So, yeah, I'll think about this. Now, while I'm out this morning, I noticed they've had to grind something off here. I think that's probably the first one they used, and it might have damaged the paint a little bit. So I'll give that a squirt of paint to protect it, and hopefully we'll go from there. Now, one of the things you have when you have multiple sclerosis is you've got to make some executive decisions. Being as we're departing today, I don't think I've quite got the energy to move this, and considering they've put shorter bolts in here, sensible given what they did, and they've put longer bolts up here, I'm thinking the energy involved in going to get longer bolts and all the rest is probably less than the half dozen bunch of times we're going to pull up and need to access this when we're not at a campsite. I think we'll be able to still easily access that. I'll fix this problem when we get back. I've sprayed that little bit of corner over there. What pressing matter is to see if we can get this canvas over the top of that and in the gap here, and then I've got to rethread my rope to go around these bits and then work out if I can still lift the canvas up. I think I'll be able to lift the canvas up and hook the rope over the top of this. We'll see how we go. Alright, step one, I can get the canvas under there. That's good. I'll strip off this tape and then see if that tucks down the side properly. Alright, step two, fits in there nicely. That's good. I told them I wanted the gap so that the water could run off. I didn't have to have it bunched up around them. For a change, I've left somebody else to figure out one of my problems, and they did stunningly well. So the next thing, I've got to get around here, find the start of this rope where it's knotted up. Until I've got the back bit here, that needs to be the other way around. But I might end up leaving it up the back. It might be easier to deal with. And yeah, I've got to unthread the rope and thread it back around all of these. Alright, I got my hellish double granny knot untied. And I'm putting my pliers up there, guys. Don't let me forget. I can drive off with them there. Might be time for a cup of tea so I can talk more clearly this morning. Because the magpies were flying past the perimeter beam here to let me know they were hungry this morning. Give them something to eat. And it's too early in the morning for this crap. Now, you know, now that I'm actually here and playing with this, the rope going up and over that bit and out there still holds it down, still goes through the loops. And this one's probably the only real complication to that. But that still seems to work alright. It goes around there just fine. Well, actually, no, technically this one needs to go under here. This one's got to go under the corner. Well, look, that will still hold it down. I might not need to rethread it all, so I might be sort of going to too much trouble. I did need to untie that knot, though. That was a very permanent knot. Alright, I guess we'll rig it up this way and see how it looks. Alright, so knot's undone, everything's tied up. I worked out through experience that I don't actually need to have these tied together. It works just fine without it. We are in properly. What we are going to do here is unhook these. Although that's the only problem. Normally I can pull on one of these and it pulls all the slack through. Not so much of an option with this, so I had to be a little bit more attentive to how I do that. Pull a bit of slack back this way, we can undo that one. So extra step when I undo this. To undo these ones. This could be a little difficult, but okay. We'll open that because we've got drying paint in there. Want to let it have some air through. And it looks like the question of how we're going to access this is not going to be a problem, given that we don't have to wrap around that. I like that idea. Okay, I'll have a think about this, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think we're just going to live with it for this trip and fix it in future ones. So Magpie Buddy, he's come to see if I've got anything else to do. But I think I'm about done, dude. I don't think I can do much more on this trailer today. Probably a couple of touch-ups of paint somewhere there. A couple of pumps of grease in there. We'll put new leaf springs on this one day. But yeah, I think we really just need to get on with the packing. And we've got to get on the road very soon. So I will see you in another video. And I guess we'll get ourselves a good thumbnail shot here with a magpie. We'll do a thumbs up there. And we'll see you in the next video. So have fun, guys. See you next time.